Have you been diagnosed with sciatica? Are you suffering from any of the following physical or emotional symptoms? Do you suffer from agonizing pain and stiffness from your lower back down to your foot? Do you feel self-conscious about your lack of mobility and frustrated because your body constantly lets you down? Do you spend a lot of money on drugs and other treatments, but the symptoms just won't go away? Do you want to cure your sciatica once and for all, but don't really know which treatment is right for you due to excessive information? Here is my promise to you. After watching this short video, you will be in the position to make the decision to experience immediate relief from sciatica. You will cure your sciatica completely and permanently within 7 days. You will stop feeling self-conscious about your lack of mobility and fitness. You will feel the best ever. Save thousands of dollars in prescription medications, chiropractic adjustments, doctor visits, or weird massages and contraptions. Before we get to that, first I would like to let you know that I am a former chronic sciatic sufferer myself. Hi, my name's Glenn Johnson, and I've been where you are now. 44 years young, I was one of the early worms to be diagnosed with sciatica, a disease that affects between 2 to 40% of Americans. Do you or someone you know ever experience sharp shooting pains from the lower back on down to the feet? Nearly every family in the US has at least one family member affected by this dreadful illness. Sciatica is known by some as needles for the whole family due to its unfortunate widespread nature. I was diagnosed 3 years ago at 41, and ever since have depended on my lovely wife and young son to take me around. My sciatica was so severe that my legs would lock up in fits of excruciating pain. You can imagine the problems this could cause while driving. Even worse than the sharp shooting pain itself was the fact that I was placing a burden on my family. For crying out loud, I was 41 years young. I wanted to go outside and play catch with my boy without wondering if another fit of sharp pains would shoot up my legs and knock me on my back. I wanted to help my wife unload the groceries and take care of the heavy lifting, as a man should for his partner. Instead, I sat by and watched my wife Joanne do the man's work for me. We both knew that I was too high risk of setting off my oversensitized nerves, dropping everything and causing a mess while I lay helplessly and painfully on the floor. It was just dreadful all around. Sciatica is the most emasculating disease you can imagine. Thankfully, as with most problems in life, when one starts looking for a solution, answers can be found. Of course, like any American in the US, I went straight to the doctor for my health issue. Right away, the good doc prescribed some pain medications and told me to get in touch with a chiropractor for adjustments. I was using a cocktail of analgesics, muscle relaxants, and non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. They gave me some minor temporary relief and lots of stomach cramps and diarrhea. Great. At the chiropractor, often the pains flared up right during the session, and more often than not I'd walk out worse, not better. But I figured it was all worth it in order to be able to experience the simple joys of life with my family again. 2 years in, my thoughts on the matter changed. I started to give up on the medication and the chiropractor's tortures, which were giving me no improvements. These therapy sessions were long on promises and frankly didn't fix my underlying sharp lower body pains. Lucky for me, my wife is close to a lovely Nepalese elderly woman who happens to have been a healer in her days. One day, my wife brought home her friend Shia to come see me. Shia had an interesting surprise for me tucked under her arm, a brown package which she opened to reveal a dark fluid glass wrapped under a large dark green leaf. Right away, I knew we were having something special for tea time. "Try this," she said. It was indeed a concoction of some type, with a warm, soothing taste and an absolutely tranquilizing feel as it rolled down the back of my throat. I felt a sense of calm and relaxation run through my body from the first sip. 5 minutes later, and already my legs lost their horrible stiffness from the hours of fruitless chiropractic adjustments. Breathtakingly calm, if that makes any sense. It was the fastest path to deep flowing tranquility that I'd ever experienced in my life. No longer did I fear the possibility of another shooting pain. Everything was calm for that very moment. Time stood still. The stars had aligned, and for that brief moment of bliss, my sciatica was not even a figment of reality. Suddenly I woke up, after a slight shake of the shoulders. Shia looked down at me smiling, and explained what I'd just taken. It was a 2,000-year-old remedy that her ancestors used to bring calm and cool to an overly energetic body. As she explained to me, it was my overly eager nervous system causing pains throughout my lower extremities, and the calming drink she gave me helped reverse those symptoms through its powerful relaxing agents. When I told Shia about the adjustments and medications I'd been using for the last 2 years, her normally calm, gentle demeanour couldn't help but hide a smirk. "Glenn, those therapies only add more negative energies to an already tightened part of the body." Shia told me that she had cured many Westerners who had visited her village, and practically all of them had been at the point where they were very fed up with trying and failing the clinical Western approach to healthcare. When they would finally come to her and experience the secrets of Nepal, they were not only floored by the mental and spiritual benefits of the approach, but also the price. It's times like these when one has to wonder if big medicine and big pharma are steering Western medicine in the wrong direction. What Shia did to me in the next 15 minutes was nothing short of miraculous. Her approach was dead simple, yet the immediate results were jaw-dropping. It was as if she had literally reached into my painful nerves and fixed them, much like an electrician replacing faulty wires. Comparing those 15 minutes to the 2 years of Western treatments I'd been on, it was clear which sciatica treatment worked and which one was nothing but empty promises. Shia told me all I had to do was to repeat what she'd done for the next few days, and the pain would be gone completely by the end of the week. It was an impressive claim, but from what I'd already experienced in just 15 minutes, I was convinced. I did as she said, and I started to see results fast. Over the next few days, the pain and stiffness seemed to evaporate out of my body. I went from fearful of getting out of my bed to walking up and down the stairs. One day I surprised my son by grabbing him from behind with a bat and catcher's mitt. "Come on, Marcus, I'm just fine. In fact, I think I might be able to catch up with you for a game of ball today. What do you say?" The proud grin on his face told me everything I needed to hear. By day 5, I knew the time had come for the ultimate test. I told my family I'd be heading off to the store to handle the grocery shopping. No escorts or helpers needed. And as I'm writing this, I think you know that the trip all alone went just fine. My wife stood by the fridge with an ear-to-ear smile as I unloaded the groceries. I was the man of the house once again. I'm now free of sciatica. I'm free of holding my entire family hostage with debilitating pain. Forget synthetic drugs and Western therapies. Shia showed me a better path to address the pains and slowly let them wither away on their own like a dying weed. Hopefully by now you know that there is the path to solving your own sciatica issues. Even as my own story unfolded, I have to tell you that I was half in disbelief as my pains left my body. I asked Shia if she'd be happy for me to write all her secrets down, to pass them on to others, and she was more than happy to help. Our hope is that these teachings will eventually help millions of Americans to put a stop to our endless drug culture and address the underlying issues for the sciatica right at home. In my step-by-step guide, Sciatica SOS, your guide to removing the pain in 7 days or less, guaranteed, you'll discover a precise approach to experience long-lasting sciatica relief and freedom. Here's what you can expect to find in the Sciatica SOS manual. The true nature of sciatica. You'll learn why it's so common and what these pains are trying to communicate to your body. A drug-free home solution that relieves pain all naturally. Add the right remedy into your daily diet along with some other choice herbs, and you will find a sense of calm and tranquility that goes beyond your sciatica-related issues. Shia's secrets that dial back the clock on your body's ills. A Nepalese system to rid your joints, muscles, tendons, and nerves of tense energies that builds up every time you experience a shooting jolt of pain from your sciatica. Unlike conventional therapies that seek only to strengthen muscles, we seek to actually heal and rebalance the affected area. Most importantly, Sciatica SOS is 1. Incredibly effective. Get rid of your sciatica in 7 days or less, guaranteed. 2. Easy and simple. Anyone can follow the instructions laid out in our foolproof guide. 3. 100% natural. It's 100% safe and natural without any drugs or medications. Here's just 3 of the many customer testimonials I receive daily in my inbox. Jerry from London says, I've been battling sciatica for close to a decade after a minor car accident, and I tried everything the doc threw at me. Pills, injections, special mattresses. Nothing seemed to work until I found Sciatica SOS. Your guide was extremely eye-opening, and within 1 week of the regime you gave me, I can barely feel any discomfort. You have no idea how much of a relief it is to be finally getting rid of a pain I've had to bear for so many years. Thank you. Michael from Ireland says, I can't thank you enough, Glenn. I was a sciatica sufferer for years and had wasted thousands of dollars on all kinds of therapies and medications, from epidural injections to chiropractic treatments. I'd get temporary relief, but after a few days the pain would be back. It had gotten to the point where tying my own shoelaces had become a painstaking 10-minute task. A friend of mine sent me a link to Sciatica SOS on Facebook, and barely 5 days later the pain was gone completely and I had my mobility back. 1 month later I am still completely pain-free. This should be a must to anyone with sciatica. And here's what Jennifer from Texas had to say about my system. I had been suffering from sciatica for over 20 years, but because I can't afford insurance, I could not go to the doctor or chiropractor. I was particularly bad last month, and my husband found about your book while searching for help online. After using the Sciatica SOS system for just a week, I was able to walk without any pain, and now it's gone completely. God bless you. Sciatica SOS is the only guide to show you exactly how to cure your sciatica naturally and permanently. You may be asking how much such a life-changing system is going to cost you. First, let me ask you, how much are you willing to pay to get rid of your sciatica and constant pain forever? Now, keep in mind that just a visit to your specialist costs $150 to $200 plus. If you opt for chiropractic adjustments, these will easily cost you hundreds of dollars over a course of treatment. Well, the great news is that the Sciatica SOS system will cost you nowhere near that. The initial price of this life-changing book is $69.99, but instead, and only as long as we have this video promotion on our website, I want you to get this book for only $37. That's barely the price of pizza for two. If you order today, you will also receive the following 6 bonuses, value $172, absolutely free. Bonus 1, Lessons from Miracle Doctors, value $37. Bonus 2, Sleeping Solace, value $27. Bonus 3, 10 Ways to Fight Off Cancer, value $17. Bonus 4, Stress Soothers, value $27. Bonus 5, How to Lose 10 Pounds Naturally, value $27. Bonus 6, Free Lifetime Updates, value $37. I am 100% sure that you're not buying an ebook, you are buying results. I want you to be 100% confident about purchasing Sciatica SOS, so I offer you a 60-day unconditional risk-free guarantee. That's right, if you aren't satisfied with your purchase for any reason, simply contact us and we will refund your payment to the last cent. No questions asked. That way, the only thing you have to lose when you choose Sciatica SOS system is only your sciatica. Guaranteed. Grab it today.